It was. I know, man. They're
Now we're
insane.
starting to live too, people, which we will be back in about 30 seconds or less. So stay put, please. Horror fam, are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to get slicing and dicing with Sir Sturdy and the crew? Well, tonight we are reviewing the movie The Occupant. It's on Netflix. If you haven't seen it yet, watch it after you've listened to this review. Make sure it's worth it, you know? And with that being said, welcome to the madness. You know what's funny? I didn't smoke until after I did that.
Shocking.
Nice.
But really quick, I might as well do this and get this out the way early. So people, listen. You've heard me talk about this before plenty of freaking times. It's HEMPARITA. It's a delicious, amazing CBD. I have a bottle of it right here in front of me. It's kind of hard to see, but it's because of the green. That's why it looks extra cool. But you see the bottle down there as well, and then gummies. One of these bottles is 2 servings. 1 gummies, 1 serving. This is a lime flavor. If you're someone who drinks alcohol, pour this in your beer, your liquor, your vodka. Shit, you know what I'll do is I'll pour a shot in a glass, then I'll pour this in it and just have it mixed. Fucking delicious. With your drinks, even if you're not a drinker, with your juices, whatever. But the thing is, it's a great CBD. It is legal in all 50 states. I am going to Colorado next week. The reason why I'm telling you guys this, 2 reasons. 1, this is going to be the last episode of Horror with Sir Sturdy for 2 weeks, people. For 2 weeks, not for good. Fuck that. That's never going to happen. But for 2 weeks. So, yeah. You guys can order this, right? And just, sip on this for the next 2 weeks and just watch old episodes of Horror with Sir Sturdy. And check out those movies that we told you to check out. And also check out the other podcasts that will be still running live while Horror with Sir Sturdy is on a 2-week break and Popcorn and Pines is on a 2-week break. But you can go check out old episodes of Ramblings of a Madman. Check out episodes of Any Last Words. So there's a plethora. Stories from a Bar, Video Game Crosstalk, the Horror Syndicate. Plenty of horror podcasts you guys can go check out. Just podcasts in general. Plenty of dope content, which I'll show you more of the content later. But make sure you get some HEMPARITA when you're doing that, and you can save yourself 10% by using promo code SIRSTURDY. You spend over $50, guess what? That's free shipping, people. And you can either get the shooter, which I have right here, and like I said, this is 2 servings. I'm going to take 2. Or you can just have the regular gummies. And 1 gummy, 1 serving. Delicious stuff, amazing stuff, works very well. It's very nice, relaxing. It's a CBD you can actually feel. Again, use this responsibly, people. And I mean, just look. I'm just going to prove it to you guys that this shit is good. And I'm also going to show you, listen, when you guys get the stuff, and Spanish people, you already know how it is when you roll the R's. Like, you can do it even easier when you do the
Joe's watching. She knows. Ya tú sabes también, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
You can do it too if you get some of this delicious.
Joel has to be laughing right now watching, hearing that.
Promo code SIRSTURDY, save yourself 10%. Now we're gonna get into this movie. What's up, Joe? Thank you for tuning in. And as I was just mentioning before, people, Any Last Words, that's Joe's show. Go check out Any Last Words. She also has another podcast called The Devil Made Me Do It, which is about serial killers. Her and her co-host, I believe her name is Destiny or Desiree. I'm sorry, I forgot. Joe, you could tell her her name. But yeah, awesome podcast. Saturdays. I forgot what time though. I want to say 7 o'clock Pacific time or Cali time, or is it 10 o'clock Cali time? I don't remember that part. But either way, go check it out.
Yeah. See, she knows.
She loves candy. And yeah, she knows the R's. You roll the R's. Oh, in Spanish. Nah. Sir Sturdy can do it. So yeah, 7 o'clock Eastern time, or 7 o'clock Cali time, 10 o'clock Eastern time. So it's It's awesome. Go tune into that and enjoy it. They are on YouTube, Facebook, and I believe they're on Twitch. If not, Joe's gonna go make one soon. I always push her to do these things. It gets on her nerves, but we got to push each other. And we have the other Puerto Ricans back, Kelvin. And then we have somebody representing Canada.
Yep. Hello.
Somebody in
the
representing Caucasians, and
the
Caucasity representing Blacks.
Mm-hmm.
3 of us are from New York. 2 of us are in the same city.
Yep.
But yeah, we're here again tonight, guys. Like I said earlier, we're reviewing The Occupant. Gentlemen, what was your first initial rating of this movie from a Blood Lake, which is a -10? Kelvin, by the way, have you seen this film, Blood Lake?
I have not.
Okay.
Oh man.
Listen.
That response speaks.
Kelvin,
yes.
I'm saying it directly to you, personally to you, but I'm saying this also to the viewers, and they already know what I'm going to say for the most part. So I have an open challenge. Open challenge, and anybody that wants to join into this open challenge, anybody that wants to even donate to the open challenge, just something small if you want to. You don't have to. I'm just saying, but it's an open challenge, right? So if anybody finds a movie worse than Blood Lake, you're gonna get you're gonna win a Horror Research 30 shirt of your choosing, your color, your size, and a Horror Research 30 mug. And if anybody wants to donate anything, if they want to, they don't have to. I'm just saying you'll win something from them as well.
I already have like 5 films that might give that a run for its money, but I have to watch it first.
I said the exact same thing. And I came on last week, and I was like, well, I guess I'm not getting that fucking shirt.
He was real. Shit, he was like sturdy.
Yeah.
I have some movies. And then it went from, I watched this movie. He watched this movie. He was like, fuck, I have nothing.
I know, because I was even, when Sir Sturdy's telling me about this promo, and I'm like, awesome, that shirt's fucking mine. Like, I was confident in everything. Nope.
But now here's Sean. You guys got to thank Sean. Everybody give Sean a round of applause and give him a thank you, because he's the reason why I am giving away a shirt as well as a mug. Because I was just thinking, like, I didn't even say out loud what the giveaway was, but Sean was like, he's like, I'll find a movie better than Blood Lake, I want a free shirt. So I was like, you know what? I like that. So it's a shirt and a mug. And as you guys can see, this shirt is backwards. This is the Sir Sturdy Bizarro shirts. Now here's how you can get these ones are going to be super, 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 super rare. How rare?
Yeah.
There's only going to be 2 made. Guess how many is going to be given away? 1. So here's how this is given away. Per color. So like I'm going to have my wife pick another black and pink one. They're all going to be a 2X. It's just easy. So, I mean, if you got to hang it up, or if it's too big for you, use it as a nightgown or something. Guys and girls, hey, if that's what you want to do, use it as a night shirt, whatever. Or guys, if it's one of the nights that your girl comes over, hey, can I borrow a t-shirt? Bam! Got it.
Yeah. What does it say? Go in the mirror and check it out.
Yeah.
But
anyway,
so my wife made this one. It was a mistake. She said it was a mistake, but I loved it. I was like, you know what? No, this is awesome. So what I'm gonna do with these, I'm gonna have one myself, and then whoever wins it, you're gonna win a Horror Research 30 approved film as well with it. You guys know the whole. I'm just gonna show the logo, which it might be with my newer logo, but that Star 30 stamp of approval. So you're gonna get a Star 30 stamp of approval film, a film that I actually really enjoyed. That I would rate like a 8. I'll say like a 7, between a 7 and 10. Wherever you hear me give a Star 30 stamp of approval, for example, like the original Conjuring, something like that. I'm not saying it'll be that, but just the original Sinister. Both those movies actually, but something like that. So you're gonna get a shirt and an actual good film, in my opinion, a good film or great film.
Nice.
Instead of just getting the randoms, which I do gotta say, so last week the word was tentacles. We only got 1 email.
Oh.
And that was from I can't think of her name. Sean, you know her. Starts with an L.
Is it Lenore?
Boom, Lenore. Yes. So Lenore, you won a random. I don't have it right next to me, but it's in like those bubble envelopes. I promise you, I just stuffed movies in each and every one of them. Unfortunately, the Sir Sturdy stamp of approval ones aren't out yet, but eventually. But you're gonna win a random 2 movies, and we'll have a new word for you guys tonight. But you'll have longer to respond to this email after we come up with the word, because you're gonna have 2 weeks. Like when this show goes live again is when you gotta have the live on the following Thursday. I mean, not live because it's gonna be live again on Tuesday first. But yes, so you can win a free something, DVDs or Blu-rays. And I'm telling you guys right now, it's a bunch of random movies. Like I went to, I got some from the Dollar Tree. They're all horror movies. I got some from the Dollar Tree. I got some from a video store that sadly closed. It was no, I think it was during the pandemic when it closed down. Matter of fact, James,
Crazy Nicks.
Yeah, I went there and bought a bunch of freaking movies. Nice. As a matter of fact, I went there like a month or 2 before it closed down. And because I was like, oh shit, let me stop. Because I kept driving by. I was like, let me stop by here one day. I go in there and I asked the guy, I was like, do you guys sell any of these movies? He said, yeah. So I bought quite a few DVDs and Blu-rays. And then when I see that they were closing down, they're having sales, I went there and bought, my wife and I went there both times, just bought a shit ton more. So that's what's stuffed in those. So some of them, of course, were used. Walmart, all that shit, fucking like horror pack shit that I've gotten over the years. So yeah, you might get something great. You might get something like, what the fuck? But just know your boy's 30 cents to you. You know, throw it in there and watch it. You get as a punishment. If it's that, maybe it's one of hey, maybe I'll be sending you the movie that's worse than Blood Lake. That's how you got to look at it. And then you get to win a free shirt and a free mug.
So you get extra shit, really, when you think about it.
Yeah.
If you find that it's worse than Blood Lake. And that movie means you should probably keep that movie because it could be worth something one day. Probably nothing, but it's worth something because you want a free shirt and a mug or something.
Man.
So who's going to give out the word of the night?
But we could go through with that. We could, think of when somebody thinks of something. But so it's a horror word of the night. It doesn't. You could use a word from the movie if you want to, or you could just kind of think of something random. But yeah. So what is everybody's early number ratings? I know we went on a long ass fucking rant because of Blood Lake. So yeah. Long story short, Blood Lake.
Well, first, because how we all kind of went into it blind. It wasn't exactly horror. It was more of like the thriller category, but it was still really good. And I'm gonna give it like an 8, honestly, because I love the pace. I love the suspense that was in it. It was shot. Yep.
All I'm going to say is, guys, should we use it? If you 3 say yes, we could use that.
Fine by me. I don't care.
All right. That's the horror word of the night, people.
Yeah. It's fitting with this movie, kind of.
Yeah.
Actually, it does. It really does. So, Joe, great job on that. I feel like you won something just because of a great job on that. So I'm going to send you 2 random-ass movies because we tied it in. I don't even think you've seen this movie.
Yeah.
I think for me, I'm going to go with a 9.
Wow.
Nice. The reason being, while I was watching it, walking into it blind. And of course, as someone that saw Parasite before.
Yes.
It shares, there's some common, there's a lot of similarities between the two that you can compare. And the way it was executed, especially the third act, where it was just like, no way, I have to give this a 9. I think I would say that acting was good. The suspense as well, it felt organic, like natural. Like I was getting anxiety while watching the movie. It's like, oh man, like the tension is there.
For sure.
The acting was good. The execution was good. The plot was great. It wasn't it was just like Parasite. It was simple, straight to the point. Mm-hmm. It wasn't really over exaggerated twist. Like it was some pretty sick ass twist that can actually happen.
Yep.
So I think for the Occupant, which Spanish title is Hogar, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10.
Hogar?
Or Hogar. I know Joe still probably watching, so Joe hit the R in the comments. So they know what we're talking about.
Hogar?
Hogar. So I guess like when it went to Netflix, they chose that as the American title. But I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10.
Okay. Right. And Sean, I just missed you. What did you say you gave it?
I gave it an 8.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. I'm with Sean on this. I'm gonna go with an 8 too. I enjoyed it. when I reviewed the trailer, I was completely off. I thought it was going to be like he was in like a AA meeting, and he hears these people's stories, and they're really bad people, but they only have to do the meeting. I thought he was going to go out and kill them or something. How they had that
like,
set
go
up.
out and, like, I totally see what you mean from the trailer too. It almost makes it look like that he's going to the meetings to find out what these people did, and if they were bad, he'd just kind of meet them in an alleyway and
Exactly. That's what I got from it. I was off completely. This was an interesting one. There was like how his fucking brain just switched like that. It turned that into that guy, because in the beginning
Peter.
he didn't seem like that at all.
How's it going, Peter?
And I also like the ending. We can talk about it later. We don't have to bring it up now.
Yeah.
I like the ending, and I'll tell you my reason why.
Okay.
Well, trying to think of something
before you get too deep into it.
Yeah, too deep in there. Yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8. You're right. Let me live. What you got?
All right. So, really quick. Good evening to Peter. And I just want to pull this up real quick again, because thanks to Joe, the horror word of the night is marriage, which I will pop it up again. So the horror word of the night is marriage. And
curse you, Joe.
For those of you, if you're new to the show, and if you haven't seen the show in a while, whatever the case may be, you email it to horror word of the night, email horror word of the night to horrorwithsir.sturdy_giveaways@gmail.com. Again, that's horrorwithsir.sturdy_giveaways@gmail.com. I'll leave that up for a little bit for you guys. Just email it one time, and the next live show on Thursday, which will be in 2 weeks from today, I'll spin a wheel. If multiple people enter, I'll spin the wheel. Whoever wins is going to win a random. You're going to win random movies, like 100% random. I have them already in the bubble wrap, sealed, ready to go. I got to slap a label to mail them out to you guys. So yeah, you're going to win something like that. I can't promise you they're going to be good. I can't promise you they're going to be bad. I can only promise you you're going to get 2 movies or more, because some of the movies you're going to get, because some have like the 1 disc, 5
feature type thing, yeah,
and all that shit. So you're going to get 2 cases of films. That's what I'll leave it at.
Yeah.
But so back to the movie. I'm with Kelvin on this one. I'm gonna give it a 9 as well, because it just worked.
It did.
It worked well, and it flowed well, and it was just so fucking intense. It was so intense. And you had what was his name? What was the main guy's name again?
Javier.
He has you thinking that he's the victim.
Yeah, and there's times like a lot of that. Oh, sorry, go on.
I was gonna say basically like when he's going on job interviews and stuff, and he's not getting them, they're saying like you're overqualified, this, that, and the third. And he has to like move back into his apartment, move back into a town he doesn't want to be in anymore, because he's living nice, living large, has a nice car, nice house, beautiful family, great job at the time. And it's like he loses all that, and just what the things he does to get it back, it's crazy. Because it's go ahead.
But there's times when you're when that suspense is building up, it's almost out of worry for him.
Yep.
But when you actually stop and look at the scene, it's him being a fucking creep, man. Like it's him being really sketchy in a situation where in any other situation you'd be like, that guy's a fucking maniac. But it's really like when he's in the apartment and the woman comes home unexpectedly because she got her phone. There's almost more suspense that you're hoping that he doesn't get caught. But in reality, you'll be like, holy shit, there's a crazy person in this woman's apartment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you're actually more worried about him. It's fucking, and it all has to do, like you were saying, just with the execution of everything. It was fucking brilliantly done.
It was like they didn't even try hard either. Like it was just everything felt organic. Like in a realistic situation, that's what the outcome would be. Like it wasn't over dramatic. Like she's like a centimeter away from discovering him. Like it, I don't know. Everything just felt realistic and natural. They really didn't like I didn't get any sense of them trying too hard to execute it. It just felt natural and organic.
Yeah, it was very well done.
Agreed with that natural. What's up, Devin? How's it going?
Devin, my man.
Hey, what's happening?
How's it going?
My favorite Canadian right there.
I try to, when people actually comment here, I try to pull everybody's comments up and shout them out because I appreciate it. We appreciate it. It makes it more fun too.
Yep.
So if you guys have seen this film, feel free to chime in. If you guys have hate Nicolas Cage like I do, feel free.
Or any movie suggestions.
Yes.
What was crazy about the movie as well is like, you see he has this, they literally there was scenes where they were referring to him as a legend.
Yeah.
And this goes back to what Sean was saying. He was overqualified. So it's like, in a way, that career was a parasite. It was latched onto him. So it's like, out of desperation, the drastic measures he took, to get that lifestyle back is insane. Because it's like, he got turned down by a few jobs as far as we know. But it's like, he didn't keep on pushing. And that was because I feel like, he looks back at the hustle he had to go through to get to where he's at, where he didn't want to go through that same line of hoops again. He just wanted to immediately jump right into it because he saw he had the house, he had the car, he had the wife, he had the kid. It's like, in a way, it was like a bizarre take on Rocky 5 because you saw Rocky was rich, went broke, and it humbled him in a way. But in Javier's case, it turned him into a completely different person. And the shit that he was doing, like, it kind of pissed me off because you sympathize for him, and it's like, dude, what are you doing?
You're sympathizing for him, but you're like, dude, you're doing some sketchy shit.
Dude, like, it was
sketchy shit.
Especially they made him out like a loving husband and father.
Yeah, like a caring father.
He was worried about his kid. Like when you say, "No, buddy, I don't know what you're talking about," and they found out it was they're calling him fat, so he tried to help him with the exercise and everything. But then all of a sudden, it was like a smooth transition. It just started like a little stalking, but then it just got, I need that life back so much. I'm going to leave my wife and fuck my kid now. I don't give a fuck about him. And go steal this other guy's life that he had with a whole new girl and a fucking kid. Don't even give a fuck about his other one.
There was something I wanted to add too. I don't know if it was just me. His kid, was he trans?
I have no clue.
Sure.
I didn't pay enough to it. I just know he said, "What's up, bud?"
Because I don't know if like that has something to do, if that's what he meant.
Maybe.
Like I thought his weight too, but I wasn't sure if like
I'm not 100%
if the kid
sure.
was trans as well. Because I thought that what the kids have been calling him. I was like, wait, is that? I don't know if it was leaning towards it or not.
Teasing him. That's right. You were saying he was getting teased at school. And he was like, "I'm getting picked on every day."
Yeah, I thought it was weight. I didn't.
Yeah,
even know
like when I saw the
part.
puke thing, but I don't know if it was also that as well. I could be wrong.
Huh?
That wouldn't surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me.
That's actually very interesting because he was even when Javier was all like, "Well, what is it?" and the kid would be like, "You don't know."
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why I got the impression. And if that was the case, even that again felt natural. They didn't shove it into your face. Like it just felt a realistic scene between a father and his kid.
Very, very freaking true. And the reaction that it would be for a lot. I'm not saying it's the correct reaction. I'm just saying that's just like because you're not expecting that. Not saying that's right. Not saying that's wrong. We're not that podcast. We're not going to go there. But it was just like that. What the fuck type of thing. And it was either like the father knew it, wanted to deny it, and was upset about it. Same thing, like but knew it, wanted to ignore it, but was pissed about it, or it went over his head. You know what I mean? It wasn't something he didn't. It was either went way over his head, or he was really enraged about it, but tried to like put it.
I see another take on it because they made him out like a super dad and husband. I thought he was just in his eyes. He really don't know because he don't consider his son fat. So that's where I was getting at. And he was like, "Dad, like you don't know." And the father's like, "What, buddy? I don't know. What are you talking about?" Because in his eyes, there's nothing wrong with him, with his weight and everything. Until he finds out something, then he says, "Hey, buddy, come get a run with me." And he's like, "No, keep pushing it." It's like trying to get an exercise to lose the weight. Then he pukes. He gets sick because it's what happens when fat people run too long. So when he gets home, then he gets an argument with the wife. She's like, "What's wrong?" He's like, "What are you doing?" He was like, "Well, you know what's going on." And that's when he blurts out. He goes, people calling him names and shit. And I was like, okay. I was like, he's a loving father. But then he's like, forget my family. I want that back.
Yeah.
And he did some crazy shit.
That's one way of putting it. That's
Like,
one way of putting it.
I mean, the dedication, especially hurting himself.
Crashing the fucking car in the parking lot.
Dude.
Wild. I was like, damn.
Like, that could have been it right there. That could have been it
sabotage.
right there.
That's just, and it's just all part of the master plan to sabotage.
And that dude, not even that, going through the law, like what had happened with him with the Tomas's accident, how he said things based on what Tomas went through to easily get into his head. I'm like, this motherfucker.
Yo, this dude is like,
it was smooth. He did, like, smoothly just walked his way into this guy's life with literally no effort at all, just by saying those words.
None, just simple conversation. And then he had him trapped when he invited him over for dinner, as you can see right behind me right here. And fucking that right there, I was like, something crazy has to happen because you're still waiting, kind of. And I was like, oh, okay.
Dope looking steak too in that scene. I know it was the only one.
It was. I was kind of hoping that the gardener would die and not just get burned.
Oh man,
that fucking guy's
fucking fuck that guy. Or I was hoping that, like, when he went to go meet him on a
simple ride or something,
he was just gonna fucking fuck him up, turn his car on, hit the gas, and let him go into the pier or something, you know?
Oh my god!
I thought he was gonna die soon. And then when he got set on fire, that was such a cool fucking scene, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't ever know what happened. You don't know if he survived it or he died.
It was looking like he survived.
Yeah, right.
Burned up bad, right?
Yeah, but that dude was a perfect. See, that's another thing I'm talking about. Now he's fighting himself, good versus evil, because that was crossing the line to him.
Yeah.
And like, listen, motherfucker, you're not touching her. Yeah. You're a pervert. You're a pedophile. I'm taking you out. So basically, he takes him out. But I'm like, see, that's a good guy thing.
But he goes back to the evil side. He goes right. It's the lesser of two evils kind of situation.
Yeah.
With that though, I feel like just with like when you hear about, like, if you watch prison documentaries and all that, and just those type of things and violent type of shows and movies, you know what I mean? That's one thing that they are all against, is harming children. Like, they could be the worst murderers in the world. They could have killed their own mother, but you harm the child, we're gonna fucking harm you.
Yeah.
Basically.
And that's it though, because you were kind of rooting for him to fuck this gardener up, but then he like goes and kind of like in the image right behind you there, he immediately goes from that to like thinking that peanut essence in the fucking right.
The putting peanuts in there.
Yeah.
And the peanut extract. I was like, holy shit.
That's what I'm saying. This dude is a genius.
Yes,
coming up with these
what's his name is allergic to him? Tomas.
Yeah, Tomas. He's at one peanut, he can die. And he heard that. Oh, register. I know.
And he was up right away. He was like, gotcha. And then he started turning.
They show, like, as soon as I heard that, they kind of showed his face. I was like, he's gonna do something. At some point, he's gonna fucking do something. You could just tell. You could just fucking tell, and he did. But it didn't cross my mind when I seen him doing this, right? Until he says something. And as a matter of fact, until he comes in after the guy gets, the pepper spray in the face. And I'm just like, this sneaky little fucking... Because I seen him switch the pepper sprays. That's when I knew. I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's part of his plan. He's like, I'm going to go win. Take that one back. Because they're going to examine it. They're going to say, what's in this? How did he die getting sprayed by mace?
Yeah.
And they're going to go, there's nothing wrong. It's something normal. He's not allergic to any of this stuff. But they found it. They found out there was peanut. Someone put peanut stuff in it.
What I was going to say is, how do you calculate all that shit happening? Like, how do you calculate?
The plan. He had a plan, and it went step by step how he wanted it.
Because yes, you can say the typical thing would be if you seen your significant other out with another man. Yeah, after you guys just had a fight, you're going to want to approach the situation, but not everybody's going to react like that.
No, but he was deliberately getting into
the guy's
head.
That's right, because he's the pitcher.
Yeah, and then like this was after he'd have you ever got his ass kicked and everything?
Yeah.
Then he went out and took his wife and daughter out to and get pictures taken and then sending it to him, going, I'm with your family. My
Yeah.
family now type deal.
But I
Fucking
mean,
wild.
okay, so say we know the guy's going to come back, but how do we know that the planning out all the way up to Tomas's wife pepper spraying Tomas? Like,
Well, because he had a hit. That's why he said to the wife, he's like, did he do it before? So
Yeah.
basically in his head, he's like, so he did do it. So I just had to get him mad enough where he will snap again.
Mhm.
So that's why he took that information and it was part of his plan.
Shit. Wow.
Yeah, he's
Everything, man. All the questions he's asking, all the answers they're giving him, he was using it as a weapon.
Mhm.
Okay, I know this about you now. I know this.
That now to me, that makes this movie even better.
Mm.
But to add on to what James said, on top of that, Javier did his fucking homework. Like, you know,
Yes.
he got into the guy's house with his key, searched up everything about him, everything. You know, he looked at the photos, so he knew this guy's life in and out.
Yep.
Now, because you were saying, how could he calculate that? Had it not been for that, he would have gone through fucking loops to really try to get into this guy's life. But the guy was smart enough to keep that key. Went into the daughter's room, knew that she was trying to be a gymnast, got her to meet that athlete. Like everything he found out, he had a plan behind each one of those steps.
The police file, even with the car accident, which made Tomas quit drinking to begin with. He had the entire police file there, and then went and used that story himself just to get him to relate to him at the meeting and everything. You know what I mean?
It's crazy.
Like
how
he was it was
my heart broke for Tomas because it's like he was getting his life back together. This guy moves and just like, dude, come on,
fucks it all up.
Yeah.
But then
it's like the opposite switch. Tomas was the asshole turned good, and here's a good guy and turned bad.
Yeah.
You're like, what
but
the
then,
fuck?
Like we were saying, just the way how organic it was, you're following Javier, and even though it's like Tomas is technically the good guy in that situation, you're still kind of there following Javier and rooting for him somehow. Does that make sense? It's fucking
no, it does.
It was
to relate that to what you're saying.
Yeah.
It could be said about Scarface. Tony Montana's a ruthless drug dealer, murderer, but you're rooting for him to win at the end.
Yeah.
So it's that. I mean, that would go with, I think, the case with almost any villain in a film that's the main character. You're gonna root for that person because they're the main character.
Yeah. And he had clear goals, man. Like his journey, that was clear goals of what he wanted to do, and
I just wish he didn't take it that far. Though. I really wish he didn't take it that far.
What's that?
Oh, man.
I wish he didn't take it that far though. Like, had it been me, I would have gone like, you still use the story, whatever. He broke into the house, found out the information. Use that though to ask him for, because remember he asked Tomas like to be a sponsor or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, like wing it with that, dude. It's something, but like, dude, like he was just. It's like once he crossed one line, pretty much he was losing his innocence each line he was crossing, and that's it was just like up to a point. He's like, fuck everything else, basically.
That was really
the third act speaks for that.
Yeah, definitely.
He's quick on his feet too. Like he's seen the wife, the vehicle following right away in his head. He's like, "Could you bring me here?" Yeah, because he knows he's supposed to be at. She thinks he's at this class.
Yeah,
and he was just quick thinking, like right away. He's like,
no, that was nothing. The one where the elevator opens and he switches to the other side fast. I was like, holy shit! And it closes right there when she's about to peek in.
I don't know. Part of me feels like if there's a backstory of this dude, he was a teenager. I think this motherfucker grew up being a stalker or something. He had too many like professional moves.
Good at it. He was
good.
You know, people, you know, because you got to think, it's like, okay, I want to do something like this. I'm not saying me, but I'm just saying, like, okay, so you want to do this, right? But it's like, okay, so how do you have to practice at this? Like, there's no, I mean, yes, you could say you can get somebody's schedule down, but to not be noticed, or to even be noticed so much to where you're unnoticed. You know what I mean? Where you see the same person every single day, like the same time every single day, to where you just don't notice they're there anymore. So then it's like, okay, until they're, you know what I mean? Then it's like, okay, you don't even think about it. And that's how this guy was. I'm just like, but still, just like hiding behind the wall, like everything he was good at, moving around the house quiet. Fucking
this guy was eating his cereal, taking a shit. He took a shit in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's fucking.
I'm like, all right, go ahead, knock yourself the fuck out. He smells the milk, eats cereal, watches TV. I'm like, hey, knock yourself out.
Right.
Fuck
Well, that's the thing. He was so used to it there, so he would have known all the good hiding places too, if need be. You know.
The only two characters I really sympathized for heavily, aside from Tomas, was Araceli. The caretaker, like I guess she was like the house sitter that he had to fire.
Yeah.
What about his wife and son though? What about his wife and kid?
Well, yeah, them too. Them too. I'm sorry, them too. I'm just thinking about this.
By the way,
it sucked because
to get his life back, he downgraded wives.
But there's the reason why. Because by the time of the third act, you realize Araceli loved his kid more than he did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you saw she was crying like, I really love that boy. And it's like, by the third act, you're like, Araceli was a better fit of a fucking parent than Javier was.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And she threw the fucking key at him because she's like, you know, like, really? This dude took a deep breath, giving this girl the false hope that she's going to get her job back. Oh, just give me the spare key. Like, dude. Yeah.
Whatever happened once you moved, the landlord switches the locks. Just for that reason. Just go to your old house, say hello.
Well, the thing is, he kept paying on the. I'm assuming he was still renting it because it was in his name.
No, when he said that to the wife to talk about the apartment they are in now, he had to give up that apartment. He couldn't afford it anymore.
Maybe
he just had the extra key from the.
Yeah, but you got to remember, he also he lied about getting rid of the car, so he could have lied about getting rid of the extra place. Just to do it.
I think they were broke.
Maybe he lied about that.
Well, then again, because the wife had mentioned that they were renting out a place with their say Asians, so maybe the same thing could have been the case with that apartment.
Maybe.
Who knows? Spain works differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They leave that part out. They're just going to go.
I think it's more. I think we probably have to give it a second watch.
Aaron, from the words of Slinky, it's in the script.
It is one of those. You can watch it again and probably catch something else.
Full of lies. That's what that guy is. He's full of lies. He's
hundreds, not
lies.
It just went to a fucking snowball effect. He got carried away. Then he started loving it, and he was like, "This is how I can get my old life back."
Greed, literally greed.
Greed, yes.
Yeah.
Really, really quick. Going back to what Kelvin said about feeling bad about the people he felt bad about. You got to feel bad about Laura and her child too, because he manipulated the whole situation.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for the dog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have a question about that. What the hell did he put in that pile of meat?
He put some kind of poison that's strong enough to drop that dog just by eating it that quick.
Rat poison or something?
It could have been sun. I don't remember seeing him put something in meat though.
Yeah, I just saw him drop off the pile of meat.
Yeah, he
I'm like, did he put something in that meat?
Ground beef. Yeah. He rolled in a ball and just threw it on the grass.
Yeah, whatever it did, he really yacked that dog too.
He either did something or got something, and it happened real quick.
I don't know.
Nah, fuck the bitch. Basically, that's basically what it was.
Only Joe. Solo to Joe. But it's insane because, you know, Tomas is really trying to break it down to her, like, are you that blind?
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, she was quick to say, I'm his wife this, I'm his wife that. Mm-hmm. You couldn't at least consider, one, it's shown that he's been clean for 6 months, he said. Mm. You're not going to at least consider what he's saying. But what made it impossible was, of course, the reek of the alcohol.
The gin.
And the fact that he took his phone and sent the text to himself.
Email.
Yeah.
But even at that, I would still consider that, like, wait a minute, but this, like, why would this unfold right when this guy walks into our lives? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's.
I mean, see, my thing would be with that. My thing with that is it's like, how do you, like, I obviously it'd be fucking damn near impossible to explain. Like, listen, I let him use my phone, and he emailed us because he said his phone was dead after he called me. But blah 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 blah. But I guess it's because he walked in and lied about the situation at first, and then told her the truth. He was like, you know, I would have just been like, yo, look, I had to go pick James' drunk ass up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I smell like alcohol.
It's like a rule. You're all men going to tell your fucking wife.
Yeah. And our wives,
even if someone promises, don't tell me. Like, I won't, man. He's like, yo, guess what? Fucking Aaron. Just fucking got caught. He got caught in a woman's bathroom. Fucking sick bastard.
I was going to get Henry.
Henry fell in there.
But I think out of all the victims that, you know, whose lives are affected, I think it's gonna hit Danny the worst.
Oh, definitely.
Because of his insecurities. Now he see his dad has the perfect kid, the perfect life, but couldn't push for that choice. I'm pretty sure.
And basically bailed
the mother's gonna eventually tell Danny the truth.
Oh, definitely.
But it just sucks because, you know, it's a shame.
So the way this movie ends, like, well, the last thing you see with the mother is when he's when they're talking, she's talking about, I'm going to get the police involved, and he's like, okay, well, you do that. You know, the school that our son's going to, I'm going to take the money from that and hire the best lawyers. Yeah. And he's like, you know, that apartment you're living in, I'm going to take that, sell it, and get even better lawyers. And
yeah, that's what I'm saying. The quick thinking. That just came up right on the spot of that whole fucking idea.
But he was
like, yeah, this dude is
it's something that got calculated in his brain, though, because everything was like a calculate. It's just crazy how, I mean, yes, I know movies have the movie, or as Slinky would say, it's in the script, like Kelvin said earlier. But it's like, how are you so calculated to the point that you know exactly, like literally exactly what's going to happen and damn near when? Like he knew going into the whatever that building was where Tomas worked, that when Tomas seen him, he was going to go off and fight him. Like he knew he was going to get his ass kicked from that because he didn't even try to fight back. He just stood up and laughed.
Yeah, that was his plan right there. Yeah.
So he knew that was going to happen, and then it went from that because then it makes Tomas look like an asshole because then he goes back and tells his wife, and his wife says, "Did you do this to you?" Blah 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 blah. And it's just like, this guy is fucking. He's better than good at this manipulation shit because it just seems crazy. Like I understand that, you know, the guy said, you know, I wasn't out drinking, blah, 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 blah. But she smells the alcohol on his clothes, but you didn't smell it on his breath.
And he don't act drunk. He looks sober as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
And yeah, so it's like, I mean, at the same time, but wasn't that from the previous night though? But still, it's kind of you would have smelled it on him, I feel. But whatever. I
do have a question though. So did he he took that job from that fucking guy where it was supposed to be the internship?
I believe so. Did
he take it because now he's fine with money because the one chick had money? And he was like, okay, I could do this 6 months. I don't have to worry about bills now. I'll get myself back in. Like, because he got this perfect family. How the hell did he get that job?
That's a really good question. Good question.
Yeah, so I got lost on that part. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Because that was the same position that was offered to him.
Yeah, but
earlier in the film. Yeah, the internship, 3 months internship. Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck just happened there? But the part I do like about the end, the bad guy wins.
Dude, what? In the most ruthless, cutthroat fucking way possible, too.
Yes, I did not expect that. I thought it was going to end the scene where Tomas started breathing again, and he was standing over and putting his hand on his mouth. I thought the wife was going to come out and see it.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like he got caught and it's going to get arrested or die somehow.
When he keeps looking down the hallway, too, the suspense building up there, man.
Yeah, exactly. But he did. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, wait, what?
Joe's hitting home run after home run after home run with these comments. Joe's really on like a home run derby right now with the comments.
Yeah. He got it. He did.
He got it on lies.
Lies, manipulations, and murder.
Crazy, man. But I like the end. I was like, holy shit, the fucking bad guy won.
So here's my thing, James. When the wife threatened to call the police and all this stuff on him, when he went to have that little meeting, I thought right then and there she was going to call the cops.
Yeah, another thing. No.
Or have something to where she's recording him saying all this shit, like on her phone.
They made it seem like that. That's why I thought they keep looking at the purse. Like she has a recorder. But then when he looked, it was like nothing, but he still had that sense, like, because she had her hands in her pocket. Like she has a recorder in her pocket or something. I seen that. I know you're talking about that part because that's what it built up to. Like this dude's going to get caught at some
No,
point.
I think when he looked in the purse, because he was looking if she brought the spray with the peanut extract in there.
Mm.
But that's like, yeah, that just hit me now. Why the fuck didn't she take out her phone and record?
Yeah.
Well, not literally in front of him, but like record, because you know he's gonna try some shit.
But then again, maybe she was recording. Maybe she was recording because at the same time, once she was threatening with recording, he didn't really admit to anything. He was just all like, you know what? You do that. I'm going to get a lawyer, an expensive one. I'm going to take all of Danny's money.
Yeah.
Sean's right.
Take her apartment and then get more lawyers.
Wow.
But
They
like,
thought
so
of
he didn't
every
really
idea.
admit
Sean's right. Sean's literally right.
He was just all like, if you do that, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
But that can almost seem I'm not an expert in any type of law shit, but that can tiny bit seem kind of like you're admitting to guilt.
Not really, because they'll put a spin on it, like you're framing me, you're setting me up. It's what's that word people use? Like a celebrity. If you talk bad or like ruin someone's
slander.
Yeah,
slander.
yeah. If you do that, you slander his name or something like that. That's where he could have spun it around. He could have like, I will sue the crap out of you. Blame me for that was an accident, a death that don't know what happened, an allergic reaction or something. And that's how he spun it around. And
it would be defamation of character.
Yeah,
and,
that's it.
And it would be easier spun too because he'd be all like, dude, it's my ex-wife. We were in hardship when we split up. And then now that I'm successful again, she's threatening me.
Unhinged.
Kind of had that vibe going.
Yeah. Like, she's out to get me for revenge because I left her.
So yeah.
Yeah. They thought of everything in this movie.
On more stuff. Yeah, I'm trying to pick up on more stuff. I'm going to watch it again just to see.
Because once you start thinking it's going one way, they're like, we're going to get it. We're going to plug this. We're going to put a wall in this spot. And you go, oh, what the fuck? Then you go another way. They're like, we're going to put a wall here. Yeah. They filled in every gap.
They
like
did.
There could definitely be a part 2 of this if they wanted to.
Oh yeah, and really quick though, before you even dive into that part, James, what I wanted to say is, well, one, I'm gonna pull the wheel up soon because I forgot about it. But this was how good of a film this was though. But 2 was fuck, I forgot. Shit.
Fuck.
Damn it! It was a good point too.
We were talking about the defamation of character and slander and stuff.
In the end, the way that film ends, so you know how like it's dark, you know, it comes in, the camera pans in, and you see him standing out there. I thought you were gonna see a bunch of police lights, like coming up to the house.
It could have exactly. It could have made it end like that, but it did. Then it just shuts you down. You're like, wait a minute, is this ending with this motherfucker winning?
And
you're like, damn.
I got a question while I pull up the wheel, guys. So why is it that, and like all these, just the type of movie where it's like a rich film, you know, rich people, real rich. What's up with all these glass houses?
It's the places where it's a good view. That's what people do. They're like, I want all my walls glass so I can see out to the sunset. And
look, Tomas even said it. Look, to me, the rent was too high until I saw that view. I said to myself, this is it.
Yeah,
that's right.
Tilby will.
So IMDb said gross worldwide. This movie only made $2,000.
Really?
Just under $2,000.
Just comes to show you how much they can do with that.
Wow.
Jeez.
What's up?
Wait, under 2,000? So how much did it cost for them to orchestrate that BMW fucking crashing?
No, they only made under 2,000.
Oh, okay, made under. Oh, they made. I thought it was like budget. I was like, there's no way.
No, but they're not showing a budget. Maybe I don't know. They're sad about the $2,000. I don't know.
Maybe it's just all it generated so far with views from Netflix because it seems fairly new.
Yeah, 2020. Yeah.
And on top of that, a lot of these stuff, like to bring this up too, like since you guys love that, like that genius planning, there's a show you guys should check out which blew up huge on Netflix, Money Heist.
Okay.
It's also from Spain, and it's one hell of a fucking show. Like, you thought this guy could plan shit out. The main character, he does what he does, but just 20 times better.
Wow.
Nice.
So definitely, that's something you guys definitely check out on Netflix. Money Heist.
Whoa.
Nice. Money Heist.
Oh, what do we got?
Like 5 girls, and I'm not talking about the porno.
Oh, I put this on here. This is the Tubi wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had Tubi, so perfect.
Hell yeah.
5 girls.
Yeah, so we're reviewing 5 girls in 2 weeks, guys. we needed 2 weeks for prep time.
5 girls and a crucifix.
Oh man. 5 girls on a crucifix. I feel
I
like
never seen it. I seen the cover. I knew it had something to do probably with possession.
If I'm not mistaken, I think it used to be on Netflix. If I'm not mistaken.
It probably was, but I'm like, it's called 5 Girls. I'm like, that's kind of weird, but sure. All right, let's go with it. It's gonna probably be like The Craft. Got like 5.
Or in Joe's case, it'd be called 5 Tacos. She knows what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I'm all about the tacos as well.
Aaron knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
we're talking about 2 different tacos. Whoops. Yeah, I hope this movie's at least decent. I'm not expecting it to be a masterpiece at all.
Oh, I'm going to expect it going in. It's going to be trash.
I don't know. Well, I mean, I also was
It's not going to be Blood Lake bad.
I was like, Blood Lake can't be that bad.
No, exactly. It can't be that bad. I'm just going to say it's going to be crap, but not that bad.
I'm going to watch it tonight. I'm excited, but at the same time, I'm concerned to watch this movie because how you guys described
Watch it, man. Please watch it.
Yeah,
it's on Tubi. It's on Tubi. It's free.
I thought for sure I'd get a shirt with like a movie like maybe Birdemic. Have you ever seen Birdemic?
No, but I got to throw that on the wheel too.
Yeah, we're gonna have to watch it because you said it's crap. You thought it was gonna beat Blood Lake.
I thought I was gonna be like Birdemic. That shirt's fucking mine, and that's just one. That's just the top of my head.
There's actually one terrible film I watched that had a pretty kick-ass cover. It was on Netflix. Axe Giant: The Wrath of Paul Bunyan.
Okay, I've never seen that. No.
Yeah,
I would watch that, but I've never seen it.
It's insane how extremely dope and terrifying the poster is, but how fucking trash the movie turned out to be.
I hate that.
It's
their whole budget. They're like, "How's the cover? What's left for to make the movie? $10."
Like I think like the budget was more invested in the artwork than the actual film itself.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it is. That's how some movies do it, though. You know, sometimes peanut butter on hot dogs, whatever.
My brother used that.
What happened?
My brother used peanut butter on hot dog.
Does he really?
He did it before. I'm not saying it's his go-to. He don't get a hot dog to just put peanut butter on it, but he ate it. And he said it's good.
I told you somebody did it.
I put in a comment. I think she did that one. Did she do the peanut butter and hot dog?
I don't think so.
I don't remember.
Because I would always request.
She didn't do the oatmeal with the peanut butter and egg though.
Did or didn't?
She didn't on the show.
Call her out.
But that one, my brother said he still does it to this day. It's his lunch. He puts except for he added something to it now. He puts oatmeal, peanut butter,
horse semen,
sunny side up egg, and now he puts protein powder in it, chocolate protein powder, and he mixes it all, and he eats it. I'm like, what the?
That's too many fucking ingredients I just heard right now.
He's a weird one. He goes, "You got to try it." I was like, "I don't know, man. That's wild.
That's a lot of shit. Why?"
Well, it's because it's his first meal, and he makes it heavy to last him because he works out and stuff. I'm saying he's not no bodybuilder, but that's his meal, and he gets his protein. That's what he's looking for, and he says it's good. I was like, I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's
dude,
I did peanut butter oatmeal before by itself. That's good.
Dude, there's people, believe it or not, as gross as it fucking sounds, from what I've heard, there's some bodybuilders that throw a whole chicken breast in their protein shake.
Oh, I just got a chill down my spine.
Yeah, that's like
sick, man.
That's like, what the fuck? I was like, fuck no. I'm good with my protein powder.
Don't get me wrong. Back in the day, I tried the raw eggs in a glass.
Because of Rocky, yeah, everyone tried it because of Rocky.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, everyone didn't try it. Black ass didn't do that shit. Why do you guys? My black ass was like, nah.
Well, when's the first time you watched Rocky?
Well, I was a kid when I watched Rocky.
Oh, did you? Oh, See, I was like early teenager, and you thought it was the coolest shit. You're like, yo, if I eat eggs, I can fucking box like Rocky. No, you eat the eggs and you go, oh, you gag, almost puke, and you still can't for shit.
I remember growing up, they would give it a lot on Spike and AMC, and I had the game for GameCube.
Oh shit!
So
Rocky. So, again, though, seriously, this was a great film. This is a really good film. I'm actually going to give it this 30 stamp of approval.
Yes, sir.
Was well worth it, and it's if you're gonna watch this film, I'd say watch it more of a thriller than a horror movie, though, so you won't be disappointed as far as because it's not like really horror. I feel it could have been horror again, like I said earlier in the episode, but like the Silence of the Lamb type of shit. If they would have, or if he started killing sooner and was stalking a lot sooner, pretty much when the film started, he was kind of stalking out a family or whatever to kill and take over. I mean, maybe that could have been a cool thing actually, is if that was like the basis of the stories. He kind of manipulates these women. Maybe their kids are younger at an age. He stays with them for X amount of time. And then maybe because it's getting hot where he is, he just leaves to another town and does the same shit over and over again.
Well, they're labeling this movie adventure, drama, and thriller. They didn't know horror. It's a thriller, drama. I can see that. There's definitely drama.
Oh yeah.
It had the thriller part because that's like Stalker, just like the other thing. It's Netflix. That fucking that show called You or something like that. Everybody's
that's a really good show.
That's like a super stalker. So it's kind of like that. And they said the adventure. The adventure is because his fucking master planning. That's the adventure part.
I gotta ask the $1 million question, because it's the case with a lot of foreign films they get a lot of buzz. Do you guys think that, in time, after it's got enough buzz, if you guys think they'll do an American remake, and would you give it a chance?
I don't know. I don't think they'll do a remake for this one. If they were,
I don't know. I think this is the type of film that has the potential to take off and become more of like a cult movie. You know what I mean? And it does have the potential to be remade. And if it did, yes, I would give it a chance, because I'd be curious to see how they cast it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason I asked, because I know Train to Busan was buzzed all over Netflix, and it's now in the process of having an American remake.
Oh, come on.
Don't
seriously?
Yeah.
They're going to fuck that up?
I might be wrong, because it's been a while since I've heard it. I heard Steven Yeun, who was known as Glenn from The Walking Dead, is supposed to be in it.
Damn it, man.
But I haven't heard anything else from it.
No, see, we ruined fucking other countries' fucking movies.
Yeah.
All the fucking
Leave it the fuck alone. It was a masterpiece.
Well, actually, one American remake that actually was way better than the original, The Departed.
I never seen the original.
Yeah, so believe it or not, a lot of people don't know that it's a remake of this Chinese cop thriller film called Infernal Affairs.
Interesting.
And I watched Infernal Affairs because it was on Netflix at one point, and I'll tell you right now, The Departed blew that one out of the water.
Okay.
As good as the film was, solid cast, but The Departed was a carbon copy of the original, but they added more layers to it that made it better than the original.
An example I got, a lot of people argued with me, The Ring. I like the original Ringu better. Yeah. And they're saying, no, I'm like, no, it's to me, it's better.
Same thing with Ju-On and The Grudge.
Yeah.
I was just about to say that.
Exactly. It seemed darker, more like.
I haven't seen either of those, and I want to. As far as the
the original, you gotta see the originals. Yeah,
I want to. I'll probably end up when we make the foreign wheel. I'll throw it on that one because.
Oh yeah, you gotta find shit like that, especially like a lot of horror movies, like The Ring and everything. They get the idea from somewhere. So if you go and check Korea or fucking like China or Japan or something, their version, there's usually a version that we're taking from them doing a remake. Yeah. And the original is way better.
No,
like I said, overseas, they don't have limits. That's the good thing about it. Like we'll water it down. We'll be like, oh, okay, we can't have it like this. This will fucking make a kid like be afraid of dark for the rest of their life.
And then what?
Shit.
Boundary Who? Never heard of it.
Yeah, fucking. Yeah, but over there, they're like, we don't give a fuck.
The first, I don't know if it could be considered horror. I say thriller. The first Korean film I ever watched, I Saw the Devil.
Oh, that movie is awesome.
And I was like, I finished it. I watched it in one sitting, but it's like, we could never.
I'm not going to give a rating, but
with the scene with the wife saying she's pregnant and what he does right after that.
Yeah,
I gotta see that.
That's on my list. I was going to give you for if you're going to do foreign movies.
Well, Aaron, you might recognize the lead actor. He played Storm Shadow in G.I. Joe: Rise of Cobra and Retaliation.
Oh shit!
And he also played the T-1000 in Terminator Genesis, the Asian cop that had the liquid-based.
I never knew that. I did not.
Yeah, that's him. Lee. Byung-hun Lee, that's his name.
Yeah, that's a great movie though. I'm not gonna give a rating in case we do
sick ass fucking film, but it that was my first lesson that I thought we did fucked up shit in our films. Mm-hmm.
No.
Koreans are like, we can't touch them. We really can't touch them when it comes to.
There's some great Japanese. One of my favorite Japanese director is Takashi Miike. He did like Audition. Ichi the Killer. Fuck. Audition is such a good one too. That should go on your foreign wheel.
No.
You're like, no.
Indonesian horror is actually taken off as well too.
Oh, I gotta check that.
There's one on Netflix actually. I look at it as the Southeast Asian version of Evil Dead. Is called May the Devil Take You.
Oh, wow.
Okay. I'm gonna check it out.
Very good. There's a suspense thriller called Killers, which it has both Japanese and Indonesian leads, Kazuki Kitamura and Oka Antara. Indonesia, they're getting up there.
Nice.
They're getting up there.
Nice. So yeah, I'm looking forward to checking some of these out.
I'm in.
Shit, hell yeah, I'm in too. I'm definitely fucking in for these. I can't wait, man. I can't wait because, like you guys said, them foreign films, they take it to where we want films.
Look, at the Academy, I don't know if it was the Academy Award. I believe it was the Academy Award where Bong Joon-ho won Best Picture for Parasite.
Mm-hmm.
His speech is something that a lot of people really need to get into consideration. He said it. I don't know if it was exactly these words. Once you get past the barrier of subtitles, you're open to any film.
Yeah.
And it's the case. Like, I started off very early watching foreign films, mainly because of Netflix, and it opens your eyes as, like the culture, the effort put into it. It's
I got used to the subtitles from watching animes.
Yeah.
Dad went to the foreign movie. I don't mind it. Like I'd rather watch and read subtitles than actually read a book. Just because you're seeing shit too at the same time, it's like live action.
And on top of that, you're hearing a different language as well. It's a different feeling.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Like my first foreign film in theaters, it was The Raid 2.
Oh,
which
nice.
I was like, please, because it didn't say if it was dubbed or not. When this guy started speaking Indonesian, I'm like, thank fucking God. But like getting that theater experience watching a foreign film, dude, it's fantastic. And my most recent foreign film in theaters, it was called New Order. Crazy ass suspense thriller in Mexico. That's another one you guys definitely have to check out.
Okay.
You got a lot of good fucking ideas for some damn movie reviews, man.
Yeah.
I could type like a whole fucking SAT on movie recommendations.
Hey, pick up them.
Foreign films are where they're at. In the sense of action films, if you guys are martial arts addicts, I would highly recommend The Night Comes for Us on Netflix.
Okay.
I promise you, you've never seen brutal martial arts action like The Night Comes for Us. The brutality, the realism behind it, and you guys better drink something because the shit you guys are gonna see. So I'm saying Indonesia is really getting up there with like the violence, the horror, everything else. It's out of this fucking world.
Nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna start making a little list here.
Yeah, same here. I got like 3 on the list. I already started it. Somewhere's around here. It's on a fucking piece of paper.
I'll just let you guys fill the list out.
Aaron's like, I'm not even gonna search for them. Aaron's like, damn, I'm going to have a lot of reading to do.
Yeah.
Aaron, prepare yourself, man. That movie ran almost 3 hours long and reading through the whole thing. It's a foreign movie.
Damn.
So yeah, it's a
hours.
samurai. It's like one of those fucking it's a samurai war movie. It's basically the father has the sons. He's the emperor, and one of the son takes over. Then all the other brothers are fucking jealous, and it turns into a war.
Yeah.
It's one of those movies. I will be talking about that Saturday.
James just reminded me because he brought up foreign again. I don't know how I forgot about it. Another slasher that's on Netflix. It's actually Poland's first slasher flick. It's called Nobody Sleeps in the Woods Tonight.
Damn.
Same thing I said about The Last Matinee. It has the tone and feel of like a really cheesy, campy 80s slasher, but it's modern. It takes place in modern times.
Nice.
This isn't one of those where you have to take it that serious. Like, the acting was top notch.
I thought Netflix was slacking.
That's the crazy thing too. Netflix has been like, dude, like this with freaking like Netflix original series, original films. Like they're really going off.
Nice. I gotta check that shit.
And they're even people are even looking at them as like the main hub for video game adaptations now.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely add that one as well. Nobody Sleeps in the Woods Tonight.
And it's and so you were saying how it's kind of like. It's kind of based like an 80s slasher movie, but in modern times. But it has that vibe.
Yeah, so it has the vibe because of how campy. Like they don't like. You remember how back like some slashers they don't go too deep into the origin story. They don't go too deep into things. It's just Like this is what's going on. Like there's some lore behind the killer, but it has that tone. Kind of like I don't know if you guys seen The Guest.
No, I haven't seen The Guest, but something like maybe like House of the Devil. Did you see House of the Devil?
I have not.
How it's kind of like it was a more modern movie, but it looks and it has that whole
actually. I have the perfect analogy. Think of it as a Polish version of Hatchet.
Oh wow!
Where it's modern, but it has that sense that
real,
it's like that.
A real campy.
Yeah.
80s style. Gotcha.
And the kills are actually, if I'm not mistaken, the kills are more practical in CGI, which I'm a huge fan of. So that's always a nice breeze to see.
A fucking huge plus. A huge plus.
Mm-hmm.
And again, people, like I said, Bizarro's 30 shirts. How do you get them? You win them, and only one person can win. So that's gonna be cool. But multiple people will eventually win, maybe, unless the same person just fucking keeps getting lucky with it. But like I told you guys earlier in the episode before we wrap this up, so with the Bizarro 30 shirts is the horror, the Horror Source 30 logo backwards, SVG like this. It'll be with it. I'm gonna have my wife make another 2X black and pink one, and you're going to get this if you win it, as well as the Horror Source 30 movie stamp of approval movie, one of those. And I think it's pretty dope.
It is.
And it's Bizarro. Look, my wife was upset. She thought she made a mistake, but what she did was made an awesome shirt with an awesome idea attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
So, Bizarro Horror Source 30 shirt, backwards like a motherfucker. All that good shit, man.
Don't forget about the other giveaway. The word is marriage.
I'll pull that back up.
I guess it's horrible.
Because it's horrible. It tied into this movie.
It did. Broken marriages and stealing a marriage. Yeah. There's marriage involved.
Yeah. There is. And the women both made it clear, like, I'm your wife. We're married. Blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what was funny, too, really
and
quick?
Horror ensues.
Yeah. But you know what was funny about, so the guy's original wife, Javier's original wife, was saying about how, what the fuck did she say to him? Something about you're going to listen to a stranger over me. I forgot what the exact thing was, but he did something that she's been telling him to do or telling him not to. And he just did it, whatever it was. And she was like, you did it because so-and-so told you, or a stranger told you.
Oh, no, you're going to tell a stranger to lie. A stranger to ask you to lie to me. And he's like, he's not just a stranger. I'm like, he kind of.
It was like a guidance counselor at school or something.
That was Thomas. That was Thomas with his wife when she said, you're gonna lie to me for a stranger or some shit. Either way, there was some sort of mix up. Well, they're married is what I'm getting at. So horror word of the night is marriage. And you guys have from tonight until 2 weeks from tonight, what is, let me just give you an exact damn date. Today's the 19th. Is it 2 weeks from now? Yeah, the 2nd. So September 2nd is when, actually technically September 30 or October 30. August 31st. I don't know why I keep saying October. August 31st.
I don't know either. I was confused too. I was like, wait a minute.
August 31st is when Horror with Search 30 will be back live. But August 2nd is when, the marriage wheel will be spun if enough people enter it. If only one person enters it, I'm just going to let them know on the live that they want it. And I'll, send them a message or an email or whatever. But yes. So again, you want to get those emails in. You have from now until August 2nd to get it. Email the word marriage, and I'm saying this for everybody. Email the word marriage to horrorwithsir.sturdygiveaways@gmail.com. Again, it's horrorwithsir.sturdygiveaways@gmail.com. Write it down, people. Save it. Screenshot it, actually. Screenshot it so you remember it.
Marriage. Quite the choice there, Joe. Marriage. I didn't see that one coming. I did not see that one coming.
Film. That's what made it funnier, is because it just fit with
the film. It's heavily on.
Yeah.
And then if you want to be a guest on here, horrorwithsir.sturdy guests@gmail.com. Again, that's horrorwithsir.sturdy gmail.com, whatever. Horrorwithsir.sturdy guests@gmail.com. Yes. If you want to be a guest on here, and boom, you come on, review it. You guys see how we spin the wheel, so it's always going to be a random movie. There is a movie I do have coming up September 9th, but you guys have to wait and see. There's another podcast that's going to be guests on here with us having some fun, so be on the lookout for that. And again, for the Horror Stars 30 fans, I'll see you in 2 weeks. I mean, unless you guys pop on over to Popcorn and Pints on Saturday night, you guys can see me there. And actually, the trailer for Popcorn and Pines is dropping tomorrow at 6, and I forgot to drop the trailer for this film. So guess what? You can see it tomorrow at 6:30, right after. So you can still see me, but it's just how I did things. So the trailer review we're about to record in a couple minutes, non-live pre-record, that's not going to drop for 2 weeks. That's not going to drop until we're back, and it'll be the day before that Wednesday. So yeah. I'll make sure I get all that shit right for you guys, people. Don't worry, I promise. But with that being said, time for us to do the end of the show plugs. Start out with Chris. Oh, I should probably move that shit up the way, huh? There we go. So I'll start out with the worst damn gamer ever, Chris. Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Funny ass content. Go check out the worst damn gamer ever. Everywhere. You like watching people play video games and funny content. He has all types of content. It's not just video games, it's all types of content, but trust me, check it out. Also, So Good It's Scary, for those of you who have horror films, horror trailers. Here's the thing. You want to get interviewed, you want to have people review your trailer or your films, throw them on a So Good It's Scary page. But here's the catch, if you want to call it that. I think it's a good thing for both parties, all parties involved. So when you post your films on the So Good It's Scary page on Facebook, or maybe a link on Instagram, I don't know how Instagram works, but on Facebook, that's giving us the okay to review it, watch it live on here, and review it live on here, which we were supposed to review a trailer, and I forgot. So we'll do that in 2 weeks as well. We'll do the trailer in 2 weeks as well. I'm sorry. I just completely forgot, because the trailer's about 10 minutes, and we still got another review thing to do. Unless you guys want to watch it real quick and review it, it's up to you. But
it's fine with me.
Ramblings of a Madman, also go check that out. Joe, what about you, James and Kelvin?
I know I've been on a huge hiatus with my articles, you know, with things that have been going on. I do plan on doing more. You can check out my stuff on pophorror.com. I'm planning on doing a few articles discussing some upcoming films, as well as a couple of Q&As. Excuse me, a couple of Q&As I have planned.
Nice.
Have to update with the people I plan on doing those Q&As with. But I'm going to be back in the game soon with my articles.
Dope. There are some dope ass articles too, people. So go check those out. Like I was saying, Ramblings of a Madman. Go check them out. Check out their older content, the new content. They will have it up as soon as they're ready. They're a little busy right now, guys, but they're not beefing. They still love each other. They still sing Canadian songs about bacon and maple leaves and stuff.
And moose.
Sean's right here. I'm not lying. I'm not talking about Kyle either. I'm talking about CW.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just a brief hiatus, but we will be back soon.
Very soon. They will be back. And Sean's popping up on Horrors Are Stories, so you don't forget his face.
Yeah.
He's doing this for you guys.
The trenches.
Make sure live shows Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9 o'clock Eastern time. Of course, this is the last live show Horrors Are Story for 2 weeks. Well, you know, like I said, same with Popcorn and Pints this Saturday. But you can still check out all the other content that we have out on both shows, as well as Stories from a Bar. Check out all the content, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, anywhere you can listen to podcasts, including YouTube. And then go check out Deep Focus Cinema as well on Facebook and YouTube. So before we do end it, guys, do you want to do that trailer real quick?
I would. I got to wake up at 5 in the morning.
All right. So in 2 weeks, we're going to do the trailer because we have another trailer review we have to do real quick. So in 2 weeks, we're going to do the trailer live. We'll do it right in the beginning of the episode. I'm sorry, I forgot. I promise we'll do it, though. Yes, just email me or message me in the group chat. Just put review trailer, and I'll make sure I share it or whatever. Like, share the trailer somewhere, save it. But, yeah, people, so peace, and I'll see you in your nightmares.
Later.